What is up, everybody? Welcome back to that Nightmare Rideshare podcast. I appreciate each and every single one of you that's listening to my voice. If you're listening to my voice, go ahead and give yourself a pat on the back, give yourself a round of applause. You are awesome people. Thank you. Appreciate you. I can't say that enough. So, anyway, why are we here? Well, we're here to go over one of my favorite stories. Why is it one of my favorite stories? Well, you'll fucking find out. Just listen to the rest of this podcast. So it basically is one of my favorite stories because of the fact that of how and when it happened. This happened basically fucking obviously how I fucking out of the blue randomly. But when it happened, this was a little over 2 years ago when I just started driving nights. So I originally was not driving nights. I was driving mainly days because of the fact that I had other stuff in my life. Kind of, it worked easier for me to basically drive during the day, and I had this fucking this feeling of just not wanting to drive at night. Just a lot of it was because I wanted to fucking basically other shit. I wanted to do other shit. I didn't want to be driving at nighttime. But after this kind of convinced me, it's okay to drive nights. You have some good experiences at nights. Now, there are pros and cons to both. So, not to say that all fucking daytime sucks or all fucking nighttime's amazing. No. You have shitty passengers during the day, at night. It just depends. Fucking, it's the luck of the draw. So, every now and then you kind of have to deal with a bad apple. That's part of the job. Any job you have to deal with people, you're going to eventually run into a bad apple, right? So, this being the same. But after this experience, I definitely was like, I am going to continue to drive nights and see if I get more crazy experiences. And obviously, I did. But this still, to this day, is one of my favorite stories because it's the only fucking time I've ever been in a car fucking laughing so hard, or ever been in the car, laughing so hard that I could not drive anymore. Because as you'll see later, fucking at one point I have to pull over cuz I can't fucking breathe. I'm laughing so hard I can't fucking breathe. Right? And that's never happened in any other experience that I've ever fucking had doing this. Driving rideshare. Fucking never. Right? So that might be because of the fact that now I'm desensitized to all this shit. So now newer stories, they aren't so crazy to make me laugh as fucking hard. Or it just might be because I don't find anything as funny as what the fuck happened to me here, because this definitely is kind of crazy. But anyway, let's get on into it, because I definitely want to make this episode all about this story due to the fact that I have passengers or people that I share the story with, and I don't get to go in full detail of everything, but they want to have me go into full detail, and I don't exactly have the time. I want to be able to say, hey, you know what, go listen to my podcast episode 3. You'll be able to see it. You'll be able to not see it. You'll be able to hear every single fucking detail. Be able to go over and over again as many times as you want. Whatever. So, if you're here because of that, thank you. I appreciate you. But let's get on into it. So, to paint the picture for you, this was a little over 2 years ago. I think I said that already. Did I? I don't fucking remember. I don't know. Anyway. So I was driving one night. It was a holiday. Basically. Not go visit your family holiday, not go see your kid, or not spend time with your kids and fucking all that warm fuzzy shit. No. This was one of those cheap holidays that pops up on your calendar and that people use as an excuse to drink just because it fucking pops up on your calendar and people want an excuse to drink. Alright? It's basically just so people don't feel bad the next morning. when they wake up feeling like shit. Fuck, man. So I'm driving at night and I somehow end up in the OC. And I'm picking up people, taking them to bars, picking them up from bars, taking them home, going to restaurants, all that bullshit. Right? So I end up getting a fucking ride from Laguna. Because I'm in Laguna, right? I'm driving around. Go to this neighborhood. It's a residential area. And these are massive houses, right? These are fucking houses where you can't see the door from the street, not because things are blocking the way, but because of how far the fucking doors are from the street. That was pitch black, and maybe in the daytime it might be a little different, but fucking normally when you're driving down the street, fucking even if it's pitch black in the whole block, you can still see the doorways, but you can't fucking see the doorways here. And somehow I end up seeing, walking out of this house, these 4 chicks. Now they're walking like baby giraffes, right? In their high heels. I'm looking at them and I'm like, I don't think they're walking like that because they can't walk in heels. I think they're walking like that because they're just really fucked up. I'm like, oh, fuck, okay. I just started driving. I just started driving at night and just started driving drunk people around. And I'm just like, fuck. I'm going to have to take these drunk chicks and hopefully they don't throw up in my car. Fuck, hopefully they don't throw up in my car. And so they open the door. I greet them, all this bullshit. Then they basically fall into the back seat. At least 3 of them did, and one of them jumped in the front. The one that ordered the ride jumped in the front. And just like dominoes, they fall into the back seat. Then they have to fucking pick themselves up, get together, and everything. Now, full disclosure, I do not remember their names at all. So I made up some fucking names, and I wrote them down just so you can kind of keep track of which one does or says what. Okay, so the one that ordered the ride, basically, we'll call her Taylor. She sits up front. Then we have Emily, who sat behind me. Tiff, that sits in the middle. Lauren, that sits on the backseat passenger side, right? So we start driving. Going down the road. First few minutes, they're talking shit about the fucking party that they just came from. The house party. I guess it was a house party of, I think it was a guy that fucking Lauren had slept with. I don't remember. It was one of them. One of them had used to fucking sleep with fucking one of the guys in high school. And I guess it was like kind of like a high school reunion type of thing. Because they all had just graduated from college. And they were all back home. And it was like this party. Right? So they're all talking shit about everybody there. And they're like, oh, this person can't handle their alcohol. This person still can't handle their alcohol. Because these fucking people were fucking in the bathroom doing drugs. So they fucking, when you weren't allowed to use the bathroom and they're talking shit, they're fucking saying like, oh, why can't girls be like guys and go outside? Normal bullshit that people talk shit about fucking if you were to experience, right? And so I'm driving them and they're basically just gossiping at this point. I'm like, okay, this is going to be a normal ride. And all of a sudden, in the middle of the gossip, Tiff just says, let's go get some Coke. Now, this is after Emily had already said, I'm going to go get you fucked up. I'm going to buy you all these drinks at the bar or whatever. Tiff's like, I really want to get fucked up. Let's go get some Coke. Of course, Emily's like, bitch, I just said I was going to get us all drinks at the fucking bar. She's like, we're not going to go get you some fucking Coke. Besides, this isn't even your ride. This is Taylor's ride. And we're not stopping anywhere. She put the fucking bar in. We're going to the bar. I'm gonna buy us all drinks. You're gonna get fucked up there. Whatever, blah, blah. Tiff's not having it. She's not fucking having it at this point. She's like, no, we're going to get fucking Coke. I want to get Coke. We're gonna get it, okay? She's like, Taylor, can we go get Coke? And then Emily's like, shut up. No, Taylor, tell her no. We're not gonna go get Coke. We're not getting Coke. Tiff's like, fuck you, bitch. We're gonna go get some fucking Coke. So they're going back and forth, right? Then Tiff's like, or no, Emily's like, why the fuck are you gonna go spend money on Coke when I'm gonna buy you a bunch of drinks at the bar? You're not even gonna have to spend money there. Tiff, fucking team player over here, is like, I'm not even gonna spend money. All I have to do is blow a guy and he'll give us all Coke. He'll give us a Ziploc bag full of Coke. A fucking Ziploc bag full of Coke, right? I hear that and I'm just like, what? And she's like, yeah, all I have to do is just blow him. And Emily's like, we're not gonna fucking wait for you to fucking blow this guy. And this whole time, Taylor hasn't said anything. After the gossip stopped, Taylor hasn't said shit. She's just looking off into the distance, into the pitch fucking black distance where you can't see shit. And Emily's like, we're not fucking waiting for you to fucking blow this guy. And Tiff's like, no, it's only gonna take 5 minutes. I promise it'll only take 5 minutes. Emily's like, we're not fucking waiting. Tiff's like, just tell the driver. It won't fucking take that long. And she taps me on the shoulder. She's like, you'll wait for me, right? I'm just like, fuck, now I have to join into this conversation. I'm like, shit. I'm like, fuck it. It's Taylor's ride. Honestly, she's the one that tells me where to go. If she wants to stop somewhere, we can stop somewhere. If not, I have to basically go wherever she tells me because it's on the app. And Tiff's like, Taylor, come on, tell him. And then Emily fucking jumps in, obviously. And they're going back and forth. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Taylor speaks. She's still looking off into the distance, staring out of the side window. And she just says, I've been craving Coke and anal. Instantly, the car goes quiet. The whole car is silent. You can hear a pin drop. You can hear crickets. You can hear every fucking silent fucking thing that you hear. Or everything that you hear in the silence, basically. It's fucking quiet. It feels like an eternity to me. Now, looking back at it, might have been maybe like 30 seconds to a minute. Probably. That it was quiet. But it got super fucking quiet. And I'm driving. I'm already tripping out on the fact that homegirl in the backseat said that she was going to blow a guy for some fucking Coke. And now I have to deal with the fact that this girl just said that she's been craving Coke and anal. I'm just like, what the fuck kind of ride am I in right now? And I'm trying to think, I'm just like, dude, is this really happening? Are you fucking awake right now? Are you dreaming? What the fuck? What is going on right now? I'm not tripping. I'm not fucking doing fucking, I'm not on drugs. I'm completely dead sober. Are these girls fucking with me? And I'm just driving and I look over, I look down, white pants, not fucking around. Look up at her face, completely serious. Nah, for real though. I look over, she's completely serious. And I look in the mirror and I see all of them looking at Taylor. All of them in the backseat were all looking at Taylor and they're just silent. And then Emily jumps in and she's like, bitch, why the fuck do you even like anal? And then Tiff jumps in, and obviously she's fucking happy because she thinks that they're gonna go get Coke and all this stuff. And she's like, "See, Taylor, you only have to wait 5 minutes, and then you'll get Coke, and then we'll get some guy at the bar to go fuck you in the ass." She tells her, we'll get some guy at the bar to go fuck you in the ass." And I'm starting to fucking try to hold it in because I'm trying not to laugh. I'm trying so hard not to laugh just so they can continue talking and just so they don't, because maybe they might feel weird, right? I'm thinking still at this time. It's still early enough in the conversation where I'm just thinking these girls might stop talking about this if they remember that I'm here. So I'm holding my laughs in still at this point. And Emily's like, "Nah." She's like, "We're not getting fucking Coke, guys. If you want to get fucked in the ass, we'll have to get you drunk to get fucked in the ass." And she's like, we're gonna go to the bar and I'll buy us all drinks and we're all gonna get drunk, and when that's all that's gonna happen tonight. You're not gonna get fucking Coke, okay? You're not gonna suck a guy's dick for Coke, okay? And it's fucking insane, right? This whole time Lauren starts fucking being quiet, right? So Emily's just like, "Look, I don't even know why you fucking like anal." And she starts going in on Taylor about fucking her preferences in sex, right? The fact that she likes anal. She starts going in on her. Taylor's not fucking having it, right? Taylor ain't no fucking bitch that fucking bends over. Well, she is, but she she doesn't fold, right? She was like, "Nah, fuck you." She's like, "It feels so fucking good, all this bullshit, blah, blah." And I fucking don't know what's going on at this point. I don't know how the fuck this ends up happening to me. I'm fucking losing it right now, right? They're going back and forth. They start this fucking debate. And at the start of this debate, I look at the fucking map, realize that we're about to run into traffic, and that the ride that I was taking them, which was from Laguna to Newport, is gonna fucking take another 45-50 minutes, right? It's gonna take another 45-50 minutes from the time that they start arguing about anal. So I'm just like, what the fuck? So they start going in on it, and they're like, "No, can't believe you like fucking anal, blah, blah, blah." So they start talking about past experiences, back and forth, firing back and forth, shots fired. Fucking Taylor goes on one, then Emily goes on another, and fucking Taylor goes on another. So, just so everybody's aware, apparently Taylor loved that shit, obviously. We have Emily sitting behind me. She fucking hated it. You have Tiff over here, team player. She was whatever about it. And then Lauren, the fucking now silent one, she had never tried it, I guess. So she was curious. So we have Taylor in front. She's fucking firing shots back at Emily. Emily's fucking trying to make Taylor look fucking bad. And they're just talking about past experiences. They're like, "Not her, blah, blah. You've been doing it for longer. That's why you like it more." And she's just like, "Well, if you let guys fuck you in the ass, maybe you start to like it." And they're fucking going back and they're going in on each other, like fucking in. It's crazy. I have no idea why they know about each and every single time they fucking each got fucked in the ass, but apparently they fucking did, because they went so deep into past experiences, and like not even just past experiences, on toys that they fucking used, right? They're shooting fucking back and forth. And apparently Emily originally fucking tried anal because Taylor had been getting fucked in the ass, and then Emily fucking talked to Taylor, and she was just like, "Yeah, you never tried it, you should go try it." So she had that built-in resentment, which fueled the fire from her fucking side, and she's going in on her. She's fucking letting her have it, right? She's fucking telling her all this bullshit, and fucking Taylor's just, she's calm as shit. And then Emily fires a shot at her, that fucking surprised the fuck out of everybody, right? She's like, shut the fuck up, bitch. She's like, the only reason you like fucking anal is because you use that big ass black dildo that we all fucking saw. Oh, fuck. At this point, I'm fucking losing it. I am fucking dying. My heart's racing. I can barely breathe. I am holding my laughter in as best as possible, but it's kind of coming out. I'm trying to cover my mouth. I'm trying to fucking keep my composure basically. But the car goes silent again. The car goes fucking silent after she says that. I look over. Taylor's red as fuck. At that moment, I was just like, well, I guess they're not fucking around or trying to fuck with me. Obviously, at this point, they can't because this was like 25, 30 minutes into the argument already, right? The argument about fucking anal. And she fires that off. And fucking Taylor's she's silent for a second. She's silent. She's getting her shit together to fire back. And I can fucking see it coming. She's red as shit. And she just has one loaded, cool, calm, and collected while the girls are cackling in the back. She turns around, looks at Emily, and she's like, you didn't say anything about my beads in Cabo. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Fucking. That's the moment. That right there was the moment I lost my shit. I start laughing hard as fuck. The other two girls in the back, fucking Tiff and Lauren, they're losing their fucking minds. Emily's now fucking quiet as shit. Taylor has the biggest smile, still red as fuck, but she has a big ass smile because she just dug one in on Emily, and it's fucking, I'm dying. I can't breathe. I seriously can't breathe at that point. It's getting close to the point to where I'm gonna have to stop driving because I don't feel like like I can anymore. Basically, I'm fucking close to physically not being able to drive, but I'm still going. And Emily takes a second. She gathers herself together and she's like, her voice starts to crack as she says this, but she just says, that doesn't count. I was on E. I can't fucking. Oh my gosh, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. She said she was on E, so apparently it didn't count. I'm losing my shit still. I'm losing my shit even harder because of the fact of how she tried to defend it. So I know that this fucking happened at this point, and I'm fucking dying. I can't believe it. These 4 beautiful fucking women are in my car debating about anal, and all of a sudden I know that one of them has a big ass black dildo and apparently some beads she let her best friend borrow, and apparently her best friend wanted to use them because she was on fucking ecstasy. So I fucking don't know what's going on. We're still driving, and then they keep going, and they start talking about how painful it was or whatever. And apparently, I guess even Emily's like, I was on E, and then fucking Taylor fires back, and she's just like, well, that you fucking, even if you were on E, you didn't have to use the whole rack, which I'm assuming is fucking all of them, all of the beads on the thing or whatever. And she's like, fuck you, blah blah. You know, the next few days I couldn't walk or fucking sit right, and that little part right there starts sparking a conversation about size of guys, right? Because when she says she can't walk or sit right, then fucking that's when Tiff jumps in and says like, oh yeah, that only happens when it's really big. Like, that only happened with, and she starts listing like 2 or 3 guys, I think it was, that she like wasn't able to fucking walk or sit right after she got fucked in the ass. And fucking Lauren's all curious, and she's like, "Really? That happens?" And Emily's just like, "That's not even the worst part. The only reason why I didn't bleed that time was because fucking we had all that lube, blah blah blah." And then Lauren's just like, "Wait, you bleed?" And Taylor's like, "You fucking don't bleed." And Emily's like, "Shut the fuck up, bitch." She's just like, "You can't even hear it when you fart. That's how fucking." Oh shit! I'm so sorry. That's how much you've gotten fucked in the ass. Um, and I'm fucking dying, dude. I I'm getting I'm starting to, at this point, I'm holding the steering wheel. I'm bending over a little bit. I'm holding the side of my stomach. I'm fucking laughing. Tears are streaming down my face, but I'm still holding the steering wheel. I'm still able to look out to make sure to look at the fucking road, basically. And Taylor's like, "Fuck you. No, it's not. It has nothing to do with that." And then Emily's just like, "Yeah, you fucking bleed." And Tiff's like, "Well," to kind of jump in, to kind of just cool off the conversation. She's like, "Well, it does depend on how big the guy is and how much lube you use, right?" And they're talking, and Lauren's just like, "What?" She's like, "Oh, it really, you can really bleed." And Tiff's like, "Yeah, sometimes." Emily's like, "All the fucking time, right?" I'm just like, "But," and Emily's like, "Yeah, you have to fucking use lube." And fucking Tiff's like, "Yeah, you do." And it's like, apparently fucking Emily had fucking bad experiences with all these guys, because apparently most of the guys that she's getting fucked in the ass by didn't use lube or didn't use enough or whatever the fuck, apparently, is what the fuck she was saying. But now Tiff is kind of giving a little lesson to Lauren on the little that she knows. And because I guess now fucking Lauren's intrigued by this whole conversation and debate, that now she wants to go try it at home herself, right? So she's trying to give her a little lesson, and all of a sudden Taylor's crazy ass fucking kicks in from the front seat, and she's just like, "You don't even need to use lube." And they're like, "What?" She's just like, "Yeah." She's like, "I don't even use lube. I just slobber on the dick." Oh my gosh. I fucking lost it at that moment. Right when she said that, I pulled into a small street. I pulled the car over, slapped it in park, and I just lost my shit. I started crying, laughing so hard, holding the side of my body, just fucking trying to breathe, and I couldn't breathe. I was fucking basically hyperventilating because I was just laughing so goddamn hard, and it was insane. Then Taylor, all the girls in the back seat basically are like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Taylor's like, "Yeah, I just do it." And then Lauren's like, "How do you do it?" She asks her how she does it. So Taylor, being the good friend, she starts like she's fucking leading a fucking Pilates class in the valley. She starts giving directions step by step, leading by example, basically sucking this air dick in my front seat. And I don't know what's happening at this point. I am fucking losing my goddamn mind. This girl's in the front seat sucking this fucking air dick while these 3 girls are fucking watching her do it. Then Emily, trying to be fucking contradictory, is like, "That's not how you do it. You gotta do it like this." She starts sucking an air dick. So keep in mind, Lauren's already following along with Taylor. She's doing beginner level, right? Fucking Emily jumps in. Then Tiff just decides to be like, "You know what? It's kind of like this." Dude, I have fucking four fucking hot chicks in my fucking car sucking invisible air dicks. I can't fucking believe what the fuck is going on. I am losing it even harder. I thought I couldn't breathe, but at this point, I really was scaring myself. I was just like, I'm gonna fucking pass out. I really can't fucking breathe. This is fucking happening. Holy shit. They are all fucking going in. And when I say going in, they're going in. It looks like they're fucking trying out to be porn stars. Like, that's how fucking intense they're going in. And as they're arguing like they have a dick in their mouth. They're like, oh, yeah. What the fuck? I'm like, dude, you know nothing's really there. You know you could fucking speak up. And they're just going in. And the funniest thing of all to me was to see the size of dick that they're all used to because of how they put their hands up and how far back they were going and everything. And it was just, I was like, oh. I look at all of them and I look at Taylor. I'm just like, oh, you really are a freak. Like, you really do have that shit that they were saying you have. I was like, holy shit, bro. Like, it's fucking insane. At this point, I don't know if I can fucking finish the ride. I don't know. I really don't. I'm fucking holding the side. This whole time that we're pulled over, we're pulled over, keep in mind, for, I want to say like 5 to 10 minutes because of how hard I was laughing. And this whole time, they had no idea that I had pulled over. They were so into sucking these fucking air dicks that they had no idea. So I'm just telling myself, okay, pull yourself together, pull yourself together, pull yourself together. We're going to drop them off. Their drop off is not too far from here. It's only a few minutes. If you need a laugh, you'll be able to laugh after this. But what you got to do is take them to the destination, because you can't be here forever. Because eventually, even though they're fucked up and even though they're in this debate, one of them's going to notice and is going to mention it. And then they're going to be like, oh yeah, we haven't been moving, right? Oh my gosh, man. They're fucking all going in on it. So they're all going in on it. And I'm like, okay, pull yourself together. You can do this. You can do this. You can do this. I'm finally able to get myself together, get my shit together, to finally be able to take them to their destination that's literally a few blocks away. Right? And I'm just like, okay, you're good. You're good. You're good. Right? You're good. So I pull myself together and I start driving, and they're still sucking air dicks. Somehow. They're still sucking air dicks. And I'm just like, part of me is just like looking back at Tiff. I'm like, man, you probably could have gotten a bag of Coke in that time of fucking, I would have been pulled over. Just fucking. But we're driving or going down the road, and the amazing thing is that even after the whole air dick conversation, Emily's like, I still can't fucking believe you don't use lube, blah, 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 all this bullshit. And they continue to go in on this debate. Oh my fucking God, man. They're still going in. They're going, like, the amount of fucking experiences that they know about each other is just insane at this point. And we get there to the spot. They're still going in on the conversation. So I have this dilemma of, I'm laughing really hard and I want to keep hearing this conversation because it's kind of funny, but I need to continue working. And at the time I was in a relationship, so I was just like, I don't want to be around these women talking about sex and stuff. And I want to go with, and everything, but good times. So they're all still going in on this conversation. I'm just like, I have this dilemma. I'm like, should I interrupt them? Should I let them fucking continue until they notice that we're here? What the fuck should I do? But obviously, I'm just like, you know what? Nah, I gotta continue working. So I turned around. I'm just like, you know what? I was like, excuse me, ladies, excuse me. And it's like, we're here at your destination. And so they're all like, oh, okay. They get out of the car. They're still fucking arguing about it. They fucking get out of the car and they fix themselves. I throw it in reverse after I get out, and I'm about to back up, and the door just opens, and it's Tiff, and she's just like, pretend like none of that ever happened. She tells me to pretend like none of that ever happened, right? And right behind her is Taylor. She's like, don't let that affect my 5-star rating. And I'm like, what? Like, dude, I was laughing so hard that I literally couldn't drive. I pulled the vehicle over because I couldn't fucking drive. I'm like, you're good. You're good. I'm not gonna fucking rate you any fucking shitty rating. No, you're good. If I can give you 10 stars, you get 10 stars. You made my fucking night. You made my year. You made my fucking, you made driving worth it, basically. It really was that fucking hilarious to me. It really fucking was. And the fact that Tiff comes and says, oh, pretend like none of this ever happened. Yeah, dude. Like, I'm gonna fucking forget this, what, like 50 minute debate of fucking anal that went on, at least, because they were still talking about it after they got out of the car. And on top of that, gonna forget the fact that I had these 4 beautiful women in my car sucking these fucking air dicks. I should make that a shirt, by the way. Air dicks. Fuck. Maybe when I have merch, I'll do that. But yeah, dude, no, I'm not gonna pretend like none of this ever happened. Of course not. Obviously not. This is one of my podcast episodes now. But yeah, it definitely was one of my fucking craziest experiences. Or not, well, in a way. It was one of my crazy experiences. Definitely my favorite experience. Just because of everything. It was just, damn, dude. Fucking insane. I really, really couldn't believe that happened. And the shitty thing about it was that this all happened, I want to say, maybe 3 months before I got on a dash cam. So I wasn't even able to fucking save the footage, right? Most of the times now, I don't even save the footage. So if something crazy or funny happens to me, I don't even save the footage because I just forget sometimes. You know, very rarely do I do it. I mean, I've done it a few times here and there, but mainly the dash cam is there just to basically keep me safe for insurance purposes if anything ever happens. But yeah, it was a few months before I had gotten the dash cam. And damn, dude, out of all the experiences though, I definitely would have gone home and fucking saved that dash cam footage, cause shit, man, that would have been amazing to watch back. And I would have probably had to figure out a way to blur out their faces and kind of mask their voices, but I definitely would have wanted to share at least part of that conversation because of how fucking insane it was. But yeah, that shit really is crazy. And I always have passengers ask me, obviously guy passengers, male passengers. I always have male passengers ask me, dude, why don't you like try to fuck him, bro? Like, bro, like she was talking about like she wanted in the house, bro. Like, why don't you go fuck her in the house, bro? I'm just like, dude, like, she was talking about wanting to get fucked in the ass after she had some coke. I'm like, 1, I'm not into coke. 2, I'm not just gonna tell a passenger, hey, I'll fuck you in the ass. And 3, I was probably the most important thing was that I was in a relationship at the time. So I basically was, I wasn't about to cheat. And yeah, especially with some crazy ass chicks. No. Honestly, personally, I think it was better the way it was. Just leaving it at that, not having to deal with the aftermath or any of that bullshit. No. It's better as a story. Way better as a story, at least for me. I know if other people were around or whatever, a little different. I mean, even now that I'm single, I don't like to hit on my passengers. It's just, I don't know. Even if they make it really obvious that they want me to, or they fucking they don't make it obvious that they don't want me to, or whatever the fuck. I don't even. Basically, the point is, I don't try to hit on my passengers, because the way I see it, I'm like, passengers are getting in the car, right? You don't know if they're in a relationship or not. You don't. In any fucking interaction with human beings, you don't know if they're in a relationship or not unless they blatantly have it out in the open, like they're fucking, maybe they're wedding ring, or an engagement ring, or maybe they have a picture of their significant other on their smartphone or fucking somewhere else or whatever the fuck. But the way I see it, I'm just like, if I'm in a relationship with a girl, or I'm going out with a girl, they're gonna get fucking rides, right? I wouldn't want their fucking driver to hit on them, so I'm not gonna do that to other women. And in general, like, women getting, not even, now I'm thinking about it, that sounded really fucked up. Like, I was only doing it because of the guys, but no. Also in general, just for the women themselves. I mean, like, fuck. I can only imagine how many just normal daily things that you want to fucking get done, and like having to worry about like people fucking hitting on you through that. It's like, nah. I've listened to other podcasts and listened to other people talk, basically, and talk to other people myself, like, about or other women, I should say, about how they try to do things, and getting hit on just gets annoying and irritating. So me personally, I don't do that. So yeah, even if a girl's talking about some sexual shit, I'm just gonna be I'm gonna be intrigued, obviously, because it's interesting as fuck. At least interesting as fuck to me, and obviously to all of you that are listening right now. It's interesting, and so I'm gonna fucking obviously entertain the conversation and just fucking listen to it. But I'm definitely not gonna hit on them, even though they're fucking talking about all this crazy shit. But yeah, man, even when they're talking about all this crazy shit, I should say, because yeah, they're fucking. It's really, it really is insane how fucking hilarious this is. But yeah, man, that's how it is when you get college chicks, drunk college chicks in your car. You always have the craziest experiences. Now, I say drunk college chicks because the fact that they had technically just graduated from college, right? They were just back from graduating, right? So I would still consider them college girls. But yeah, man, drunk college girls provide the best stories. So shout out to all you drunk college girls out there, all you college girls that are going to get drunk and go fucking out, get a fucking rideshare ride somewhere, maybe to a party, to a club, to a bar, wherever the fuck you're going, wherever the fuck you're coming from. You guys provide some of the best stories. The top fucking stories that I fucking have top experiences that I like to experience, just because of how fucking crazy it is, and especially as a guy, like how not normal it is for you to hear all that shit. Like, you don't typically hear a fucking 50-minute debate on anal. Nah. You don't fucking hear that shit. You hear about fucking other bullshit. I mean, you might overhear some bullshit gossip, but you're not gonna hear about beads in Cabo. You're not gonna hear about bleeding and how fucking freak over here likes to fucking slobber on dick. Nah. You're gonna hear about fucking some boring bum ass shit, but it's, when you get drunk college chicks in your car, you're gonna hear some crazy ass shit. And if you guys continue to listen to these episodes, I'll definitely be able to go into detail. But in the meantime, this definitely should be enough. Cause man, I still can't believe it to this day. Even fucking telling the story seriously feels unreal when I tell it. It feels completely unreal because so when you're living your life, you're doing stuff. Obviously, you experience something, and then you have a memory of it, and then you basically tell a story, and you have a memory of telling the story, and then you have a memory of telling the story, all that bullshit, whatever goes down the line. So yeah, I mean, it's just like anything else. Like, say you learn how to ride a bike as a kid, you can tell a story about learning to ride a bike, but you can't really, truly, unless it was like super significant, you can't truly remember how it feels. Like, it feels a little unreal to you, right? You know it happened, it did, but in a way it feels unreal. Well, that's how it is for this, honestly. And it's a weird thing because it feels unreal, and it was real, and then people think it's not real. So now I have to remind myself it is real. You gotta convince them that it is. Or even if it's not convincing them, it's just like, it's just a weird thing when it's just like, it doesn't feel real, but you still know it happened and all this bullshit. Cause yeah, it's just fuck, man. And I'm telling you, it's seriously still shocking, but it happens. And because of experiences like that, I don't really get too shocked when passengers say shit anymore. They really don't. Because especially when it comes to sexual shit. That's like the shit that you hear about well, at least for me, this is shit that I hear about like a lot. Like, not the most. Really. You fucking find out so fucking much about people's sexual lives that you have no idea, dude. It's insane. You hear about every sexual preference there is out there, preferences that you didn't know about, things not even told directly to you, just things that you overhear. Some passengers care that you're in the vehicle, so they'll stop if they remember that you're in the vehicle somehow. Some passengers, they just don't give a fuck. Like these fucking girls, man. And you fucking get to hear about all these fucking sexual preferences and shit. And hopefully, now that I'm thinking about it, hopefully this isn't convincing any guys that are listening to be like, oh yeah, let me go fucking drive rideshare. Because it's not going to be nothing but sex and girls and beautiful women and all this shit. No. Nope. It's not going to be that. It's going to be sprinkled in every now and then. Or it might not for you. You might get unlucky and it might not be like that. Because there are the times where it's just like, holy fuck, this week I had nothing but passengers that talked about sex. And then it'll be like, oh, there was like a month that went by with no passengers that talked about sex, but they're passengers that had something else. Point is, there's gonna be some type of experience, obviously, with passengers. Some type of story that you're going to be able to tell, but it's not always going to be sex. It's not always going to be sex related. So if you're listening to this and you think that, and you want to drive because of that, don't. Because it's not going to be that. Let it live in your fucking head as a fantasy. And because, yeah, it's not going to be fucking reality, man. Not going to be reality at all. I'm telling you, this completely was luck of the draw. But I'm so grateful that I went out to drive that night. I am so fucking grateful that I went out to drive that night because of fucking everything that happened. Every fucking thing that happened. And now the fact that I'm able to share it with all you amazing motherfuckers that are listening to this right now. like I said earlier in the podcast, pat yourself on the back, give yourself a round of applause. You're an amazing fucking person for tuning into this shit, listening to me go in detail about this experience and kind of some of my thoughts afterwards, right? Because, yeah, it's still, even though it happened 2 years ago, right? It's still something I think about fairly frequently. Not because of like how sexual it is, blah blah bullshit, just because how fucking funny it is, man. And because of how many times I actually have to tell passengers. But now I can point to this. I can point to this episode. Now you're here. But yeah, I think I'm gonna call that for an episode. So thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate each and every single one of you. If you liked it, share it, tell a friend, all that good shit. But thank you so much for listening to this. Hope you liked it. Peace.